And we right back on top of things. Fossilized dinosaur skin. Wow. Just what it is. And we back. And we working. We're not done. Someone said foreskin. Hell no. Not true.
I was born ready.
Okay. Canelo looking in shape. Ego Weight Watchers, aka Ill. What y'all think? He in shape? He look ready? He look focused? He in shape. Why everybody gotta be on pads just to be in shape? This motherfucker's a multi-millionaire. All he really has to do is train boxing. Look at this meme I made. What's the boy Chavez doing? He look like Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. What is this? Peter Parker. Yeah, some of y'all sound stupid. Like, to be in shape, it has to be pads. Like, really? Canelo's always been pretty big. Ooh, that body shot. Ooh. This body shot is wicked. There you go, Golovkin. This is from his media day. This is recent. Live chat donation. There should be a $sign. You might have to do it on PayPal if you have an iPhone. Because I'm hearing conflicting things. If you have an iPhone, some people are saying it works. Some people are saying it doesn't work. All the information on the About Me section is right here. You can do PayPal donations. The link's right there. See? Donate $2 and then donate with PayPal. But support the movement if y'all want. Cause we coming. I'm gonna show y'all something else too. We got that real shit. We official. And we working. Shout out Cincinnati. I was out there for Brona Granados. Had a great time. It was fun, man. I'm gonna show y'all something else. And this is just for whoever's inquiring. But anyway, if you go in the description, where is it at? Hold on. PayPal tips. See? There's a PayPal link. Click on it. Wow. Money green. We like that money green. And then you can, like, damn, Ego been holding us down. I'm gonna donate $3. Oh, that's $300. Y'all can donate $300 if you want. $3. And you hit next, you gotta get it. Man, YouTube's tripping with the chat count. I know there's more than what the amount it's saying. Let's go. Let's just start the Monday Mail Day because YouTube's pissing me off. So I'm about to not even live stream. Because I know there's more than that amount of people in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Somebody get it cracking. Let's get these questions out. It's Monday Mail Day. The live version, the real side, west side. Ego, get a Dollar Shave Club sponsorship. They'll hook it up. I don't know what that is. You might have to sidebar that with me because I'm not sure what that Dollar Shave Club thing is. Wow. I might, you know what I mean? We might not even do the Monday Mail Day because YouTube is tripping. I can't see any of the comments. It says, y'all like the hat? Hey, Berserker Barrage. That Wolvie, that Logan. I can't even read, like, I literally can't even read the comments because it's not scrolling. Something's up with it. Ego, do you believe in marriage? What kind of question is that? Y'all don't care about fights. Y'all want to talk about marriage? I mean, do I believe in it? What's there to believe in it? Oh, yeah, y'all see the Warriors, man. Yeah, someone said Golden State colors. Of course, Golden State. This is a throwback. Throwback Golden State. Wolverine does play for the... Hey, Berserker Barat, Joe Power. Yeah, marriage is cool. I mean, you just people... Some people get married for the wrong reasons. I don't believe in that. I think if you're getting married, you need to be married for the right reasons, but I don't have a problem with that. Who do you like between Rigondeaux and Vasily Lomachenko? Very good question. I'm not 100%, so don't quote me on this because up until the fight, if I do fight predictions, my opinions are subject to change. Sometimes I really be in the game, like, you know what I mean? I research, but I'm kind of leaning towards Rigondeaux if his power could carry up, but he's going up a lot of weight. He's going up to 130. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know how his power is going to be. I don't know how his power is going to look. So it's a pick'em fight for sure. A lot of people are going to pick Lomachenko. I think I'll give a slight edge to Rigondeaux because he's fast. He's a sharpshooter. He's also a southpaw. So Lomachenko, and this is my opinion, and I could break my opinions down. I could tell you why I feel the way I feel. Lomachenko is great at what he does, but when he was in there with even a Salido, you go, it's only his second fight. This is what we have to go off of. I didn't make it his second fight. I didn't tell him to fight a veteran for a title in the second fight. So I can only go off of what actually happened. But when he fought Salido, he lost. But when he fought other guys who lacked his level of experience, Salido turned pro in Mexico at age 15, just like Canelo, just like the Julio Cesar Chavez senior experience, right? Where he just learned on the job because he started fighting motherfuckers. Like Julio Cesar Chavez, he's 89-0 and all this because he was just learning on the job. So he had to. That's what happens when you're Canelo. You notice. Listen, man. Let's really talk boxing. I did see the super chat, and I'm gonna get to it. Mayweather went to the Olympics. Oscar De La Hoya went to the Olympics. So their journeys are going to be different because they have amateur pedigrees. Rigondeaux, Lomachenko is going to be different than a Canelo or Salido. Salido didn't have an amateur pedigree like that. So same thing with Canelo. They just kind of turned pro in Mexico and got it cracking. Same thing with Julio Cesar. So they have a different learning curve, right? But when you put Salido in there with Lomachenko, he beat him. That's a fact. You can go to BoxRec right now. I can go to BoxRec. But there's no point because we all know that. And Salido has a lot of experience. He fought Juan Manuel Marquez, Hall of Famer, who just retired. He fought Robert Guerrero. He fought against Yuriorkis Gamboa, Mikey Garcia. He had a ton of fights by the time he fought Lomachenko. And that's the fight Lomachenko lost. But you put Lomachenko in there with whoever he was fighting on them Pacquiao undercards and shit like that, he was blowing them out the water because they didn't have the experience to even fuck with him. Even the Jason Sosas, people like Jason Sosa and Mariaga, they didn't have quite the experience either as a pro or as an amateur. Like Jason Sosa didn't have an amateur pedigree. You know what I mean? Mariaga did have an amateur pedigree, which he beat Nicholas Walters, but he didn't really have that great of a pro pedigree. So it's different. You put him in there with Rigondeaux, it's a different fight because Rigondeaux has what Lomachenko has. He has speed. He's a southpaw like Lomachenko. He has 2 Olympic gold medals like Lomachenko. He's a beast like Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? So he really has the same thing. And I think he has more power. I don't know about at 130 because he hasn't fought there, but at like 122, 126, I would say he hits harder per capita than Lomachenko. So hell of a fight. I'm just happy it's happening. Let's get to the super chat. Official wrecked list. Wow, $10 super chat. Schmuddy Dance. Thank you. It says name pronounced official reckless. Oh, the way you put some in lowercase letters, some in capitals, that confused me. Official reckless. I got it now. Reckless. LOL. You give me something to look forward to, brother. Boxing is crazy exciting right now, and you cover it perfectly. Keep it up. Oh, so not even a question, but I appreciate that feedback. You know, I'm working for y'all. This is what I do. This is my full time. We're fully vested. We got a lot of stuff coming, but you can't really tell everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell what you're gonna do. And have moment. Keith Turner, how do you think Crawford will do in the welterweight division? Phenomenal. I think to me, I think the toughest fight for him is Errol Spence Jr. Just because Errol Spence has size, southpaw, good technique, stuff like that. But I mean, Crawford, he's kind of hard to bet against because he keeps doing shit. Like Crawford. Thing I like about Crawford, people complain about his resume, but one thing I don't really have the same complaints, but I feel like I view boxing more realistic than a lot of other fans. But anyway, one thing I like about Crawford is no matter who you say or if you complain about his resume, one thing you cannot take away is the fact that, shout out to Kazakhstan. Someone said hello from Kazakhstan. Shout out. We have a great fight September 16th with one of your own countrymen, Golovkin and Canelo. I'm looking forward to that. Hit the like button. But one thing you cannot take away is that whether you rated the people highly or whatever that he beat, he fought different styles, completely different styles, right? Victor Postol don't fight like Hank Lundy. Gary Jean doesn't fight like John Molina, you know what I mean? Felix Diaz he kind of fights like Gamboa, but he doesn't fight like Thomas Delorme, you know what I'm saying? So there's different attributes, and Crawford always got excuse me, my allergies. Crawford always got the job done, whether they were taller like Victor Postol or Julius Ndongo, got the job done. And I think he could have stopped Postol if Postol would engage Sweden, Norway. Ugh. Sorry, got my allergies, but he always getting the job done. John Molina is kind of like a brawler puncher. Stopped him. I was at the fight. I was like in the first row. You know what I'm saying? So it's like guys like Felix Diaz, Olympic gold medalist, Gamboa, they fight kind of somewhat similar. Olympic gold medalist, speed, and he stopped him. What can you say? Next question, Tim Blue. Floyd versus McGregor was a huge success financially. Do you think we will see more MMA stars cross over to boxing for big paydays? Probably. Because I just seen something where like Mick Connellan's talking about he'll fight Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson. I see Jose Aldo talking about he might come to boxing full time. And so yeah. But the thing is, you got to understand, not every fighter. Mayweather is an anomaly and a critical success. So is Conor. Conor's a very good fighter in the UFC, and he had the mouthpiece and the stardom. Not everyone's like that. So you know what I'm saying? Like if it's like even Demetrius Johnson versus Mick Connellan, neither one of them have the biggest like huge profile right now. You know what I'm saying? Like Mick Connellan just turned pro, hasn't really fought anybody. He's an Olympian. He has the Irish probably backing him and stuff, but he's not a household name right now. Demetrius Johnson, some people say he's pound for pound, but he's not a. My mom wouldn't know who he is. She knows who Conor McGregor is. She knows who Pacquiao is. She don't watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's what fighters have to understand. Like, it's cool, but Conor's able to do that because of Mayweather picked him because he knows he'll make a lot of money with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so not everyone has that drawing power. Like, look, this is Conor's verified page, and on Twitter alone, he got 6 million followers. You know what I'm saying? So unless you're putting up these type of numbers, look, Golovkin, he got 1.9 million followers. Conor, this is Instagram, 19.9 million. He got almost 20 million followers. So you know what I mean? At the end of the day, the boxing versus MMA shit, it has to make sense. You know what I mean? Why would Dana White put Demetrius Johnson in there to potentially get embarrassed in boxing? I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying Johnson has no shot. He's a great UFC fighter, but I don't know if his stand-up game translates to boxing. You know what I mean? So, like I said, why would Dana White put a pound-for-pound guy, a very skillful guy who's about to maybe break Anderson Silva's title defense record? Why put him in there with an Olympian who's pretty big for the division and Mick Conlon? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with Conor, even if Conor got knocked out, which he did, which I predicted, but even yet and still, it made so much money that the UFC still cashed out. You know what I mean? Dana White's getting a lot of money from it. But if Demetrius Johnson, who's in his respective sport in MMA, he's like a pound for pound guy, why put him in there with Mick Conlon? And what if he gets destroyed the same way and it makes far less money? You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna be no pay-per-view. So, to me, some people might want to jump ship and do that and fight boxers and all that, but logistically it might not make sense. Nobody talking about how people ducking Errol Spence. What are you talking about? This is Monday Mail Day. That's not even a question. I always talk about how people are ducking him and don't want to fight him. So at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know who nobody is. I mean, it is what it is. Errol Spence, he's in the position. You know what I mean? He's looking like a threat. So until he shows some slippage or vulnerabilities, people might not be, he might not be in a position to want to jump in there. You know what I mean? With Errol Spence. Ego, question from Adrian. Ego, why didn't you talk about Tank missing weight? Why didn't I talk about that? Because I'm on ground zero, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the fights, and you know what I mean? Like, when you're at the fights, you don't get to, you know what I mean? Like, you guys notice when I'm at home, I have a laptop, I have my iMac, all types of shit, right? You know what I mean? So I can work differently and efficiently. But when you're at the fights, you're limited to hotel Wi-Fi and shit like that. So I don't have time to make a video about everything. I'm filming, you know what I mean? And like, first of all, I didn't even know Tank Davis missed weight because I left, because Mayweather and Conor were supposed to weigh in after Tank Davis. You know what I mean? They're supposed to do it in order. You know what I mean? Like Badu Jack or Tabiti, and then what's the name? Steve Cunningham, then Badu Jack, and then get to the co-main event Tank, and then Mayweather's supposed to come out. But since Mayweather and Conor are the superstars, I guess they didn't want, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want it that way. So, you know what I mean? They weighed in early, so I end up leaving because I'm trying to see what I can get. You know what I mean? And you got to make those executive decisions when you're in my shoes, when when you do what I do. You got to make those executive decisions. You know what I mean? I interviewed Sean Porter for 20 minutes. I interviewed Zab Judah. I interviewed Caleb Plant, and he went in. He went deep. Shout out to Caleb Plant. He has a fight this Friday at the Hard Rock. If you're in Las Vegas, I'm saying New Vegas. If you're in Las Vegas, check it out, right? So I was able to kill 3 or 4 stones interviewing people just merely by leaving after Mayweather weighed in. But had I stayed and watched the Tank thing, then I probably wouldn't have been able to get them interviews. So, you know what I mean? It's a give and a pull type of situation. I don't duck or dodge anybody, but, you know what I mean? I linked up with Troy King and my dude Rich. Shout out to them. Sports Connect Us. At the end of the day, you got to make those decisions. Thomas Smith, did you see Joshua is fighting Pulev in less than 8 weeks? I didn't see it. I just seen Eddie Hearn on Instagram. He says he posted a picture of Anthony Joshua uppercutting the fuck out of Klitschko, and he says fight announcement coming soon. So, I mean, we all knew it was Pulev just based on the fact that that's his mandatory. He has to fight Pulev. And like I told you, I dropped a video earlier, Ego Rumor Mill, believe in it. Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz. So that's his other mandatory, but looks like Wilder's going to go at that. You know what I'm saying? So who else? I mean, with Klitschko, the only reason the Klitschko rematch was allowed to happen is because Pulev was willing to step aside. You know what I mean? Say, okay, that's a big fight. It's a rematch. It makes a lot of money. I'll step aside, but I want winner. Now with him retiring, with Klitschko retiring, then now there's no reason to step aside, because he has to fight Pulev. You know what I mean? Pulev probably prefers this if you think about it, because Pulev already lost to Klitschko. So maybe he feels Joshua's no Klitschko, or maybe there's vulnerabilities within him that he can exploit, that he wasn't able to exploit. So Jeffrey, I'm not trying to roast your question, but has Floyd fought a pure boxer? I mean, that's not really a good question to me, because it's like, if you've been dominant in the sport for 20 years and you went to the Olympics, how have you not fought a pure boxer? You know what I'm saying? Someone said y'all questioning Floyd's greatness. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's like, that sounds like more like you like throwing some shade or something. Like, I mean, again, if you went to the Olympics and you got robbed, and then you've been undefeated, I'm pretty sure you fought a lot of different things. You fought 10 southpaws. A lot of people that see, when you come to my channel, this is just water. When you come to my channel, I'm really here to talk boxing. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all the other extra shit. I'm trying to talk boxing. So I have fun, I entertain and stuff like that. But you got to look at it like this. People always say, I said this before, but I'm gonna say it again for the live stream's sake. People always say, oh, Floyd struggles with southpaws, but he's beaten every southpaw he's faced, and he just beat another one when he fought Conor McGregor, who we didn't know how he's gonna fight. He's unorthodox, awkward, supposed to have all this power. So it's like that statement is overstated. How can you say that Floyd struggles with southpaws, but he's beaten every southpaw? You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, I struggle to get to work on time. Let's say I work at, I don't know, Target, and it's saying, oh, he struggles to get to work on time, but I still make it, and I still beat, whether I'm in the 5-minute grace period, or if I come 2 minutes early, or if I'm there exactly on the dot, then I don't really struggle to get to work because I'm making it on time, versus other people are actually late, 30 minutes late, an hour late, don't show up, no show. You know what I'm saying? So the whole, he struggles with southpaw sounds stupid to me, because he just fought, I think, his 10th southpaw or something, and he beat them all. And he beat them all convincingly. Pacquiao, Zab. So it's like, how much of a struggle is it really? If you beat them all. Another dumb question. This is from Gutierrez. It's a holiday today. Don't you have a life, bro, or kids or family? First of all, that's a stupid question, because you're here. So how you gonna say don't I have a life, but you're in the stream? Sounds pretty stupid. Second of all, This is my job. This is what I do for a living. Just because it's a holiday, that's cool, Labor Day. But at the end of the day, like, fans, this is actually a prime time to talk boxing, because some of y'all motherfuckers don't have to be at work. So there's more people. Y'all about to get blocked. But anyway, yeah, that's stupid. People have the day off. So I'm supposed to not do Monday mail day. You see the title. It's not called Tuesday mail day or Wednesday mail day. It's called Monday mail day. So just because it's a holiday, that doesn't stop nothing. You know what I mean? Not every job doesn't actually have to work. Or, you know what I mean? Not every job has Labor Day off. So, dumb question. But it's even dumber because you in here. Don't you have a life, bro? Do you have a life? Because you watching the person who don't have a life on the live stream. Now, back to Jeffrey. He says, fuck you, ego. Fuck you, too. My question was a legitimate question, not a Joan or a nun. I don't know what a Joan or nun is, but fuck you. I don't know what you're talking about. Your question wasn't good anyway. Talking about has Floyd fought a pure boxer? You could have answered that yourself. See, I was trying to be cool at first, but now you're talking about fuck you. Let's be honest. That was a dumbass question. It's a dumb question. Why would Floyd's fought pretty much every style? He's fought guys taller. He's fought guys shorter. He's fought guys with weight advantage, southpaw. So if you really want to be real, since it's fuck you, if it's fuck me, it's fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even trying to turn Monday Mail Day into that, but hey, shit. You talking about the fuck you, Jeffrey. It would be a motherfucker named Jeffrey. Jeffrey's always getting roasted. Fucking Jeffrey Atkins when 50, I'll 50 you. Something special. Hey, Jeffrey, Nick. You be Ja Rule. But anyway, fuck you, man. It was a legit question. No, it wasn't. I was trying to be cool, but you talking about fuck you. Has Floyd, that's like, has Floyd ever had his hands wrapped? Like, you could have answered that. What do you mean? He's a boxer. Who's Riley Freeman? Oh, they already got banned by my admin. What were they? Well, it don't matter what they were talking about. Who forced your bitch ass to come to the room? Ego, keep up the good work. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, like Floyd said, I've been here before, and it comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. That's the best thing I can say. You're always gonna have people who throw salt, always have people hating and just random stuff. But the thing is, you gotta question a hater. You gotta question. That's what I like to do. I'm into psychology. I took some college courses and I love psychology. I love shows like Forensic Files where you get to, you know what I mean, the forensic pathologist. Like they put a pillow over the victim, that signifies that they knew the victim and shit. I like to break that down. You know what I'm saying? You have to break down the hater. That's what it becomes. You have to break them down. Like, don't you have a life, but you in the stream asking me if I have a life? You don't want to be here. This is freedom of choice. This is America. You can not be here. Next question. Ward is already undefeated, bro. I don't know if that's in response to somebody else. Ego, what do you think about the Superfly card? Who do you think will win on those fights? It's a good I don't know. You know, I mean, to be honest, I'm not even trying to like duck or dodge the question. I just know it's a good card. I haven't really thought about it in detail, like, oh, this person will win, this person will win. Like, I don't even know who Inui's fighting. I just know Inui, the monster. So I haven't really thought about it enough. Carlos Cuadras, he's good, but after he lost his title to Chocolatito, I was at his last fight. It was on the Triple G Jacobs card, along with Chocolatito versus Rungvisai, and Cuadras didn't look that great. Have you ever seen his back? He has a lot of acne on his shit. Him and Huey Fury got that breakout. But so Estrada has a strong chance to win if that version of Cuadras shows up. But if it's the Cuadras that fought Roman, then, you know what I mean, maybe you can make it interesting, because Estrada's fairly new to the division. And then the main event, it's kind of a pick'em fight too. Rungvisai, he got power. Like, I didn't really see Chocolatito hurt Rungvisai. Like, Rungvisai had got no defense, coming straight forward and shit, getting hit with some shit. Roman was trying everything with the angles, and man, he still was coming forward. So That's a banger. It's a good fight. Someone said back knee steroids. The back acne doesn't always equate to steroids, but it is a symptom of steroids. But some people actually just really have problems with their what's the word? Hormones or something. You know what I'm saying? Like some people actually just have acne prone. Okay, the questions are coming quick. Genesis says Triple G was much bigger in the 30-day weigh-in compared to his other fights. Do you think he intentionally trying to be bigger in this fight with Canelo to gain more advantage? Yeah, I mean, I really feel like it has to be something like that because like he's noticeably bigger, and I don't know, for such a big fight, I'm hard pressed to believe that his last 5 fights or so, and don't quote me on the actual number, but I know like the Kell Brook, the Jacobs fight, let's say Dominique Wade, etc. He for all of those in his 30-day weigh-ins, he weighed about 5 pounds less. So I think it might be by design, because why would he just randomly, you know what I mean? Father Time, like did Father Time really catch up to him from March? You know what I'm saying? Like he just fought Danny Jacobs in March. So it's like, I think he just might be trying to bully Canelo, like to show him I'm the bigger man and stuff. Yeah, Jacobs and Kell Brook and Jacobs outweighed Triple G by a lot, 6 to 8 pounds or so. I was in LA watching the workout and Triple G looked big. Yeah, he's a big. He's that's what everyone keeps saying. He's this small middleweight. I mean, I don't think he's all that small. You know what I'm saying? Like his back looked pretty big. Yeah, Triple G has big forearms, big back. Are you going to do a 7 reasons for Canelo Triple G? I don't know. I mean, I told you guys my predictions. It depends what the fans want and really my time. Hit that like button if you're in the stream. Do you appreciate the Monday Mail Day on a holiday since I have no life or whatever that person said? Hit the like button. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's an easy fight for either guy, really, to be honest. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm really trying to get boxing back to an essence, like where we could just really talk about boxing, like break down all this. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm a little kid, so all this like bickering and name calling, like none of that is really even necessary. If you rocking with Triple G and you think that man will win, great. You know what I mean? I'm picking Canelo. I was picking Triple G. It is what it is. Like, I mean, it's not that serious to me. Like, I want to see it. I'm a fan of this sport. This is entertainment. This is a sport to me. So, but I mean, that's what makes boxing. Passionate fans and like people buying merchandise and like that Conor McGregor dude who had all these pictures and posters. He really was trying to beat Conor McGregor. That's crazy to me. It's really not that serious to me. Look how dumb your boy sound.
Big slow talk. This is not Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is slow-footed and slow-handed.
Canelo Alvarez will knock Conor McGregor out cold.
Well, he would have the punching power to do it. Your son does not have that punching power.
Man, sit your ass down.
Duck and run
check out that edit I made on Instagram. It's on my Instagram at Boxingego. He needs some milk. Like, man, I told you, new media. We the future. We here now. Like, you got a guy like Skip Bayless is making whatever amount of money he's making on Fox, and I'm sure it's a good salary. And he's always wrong. He's like always wrong. And like, really break it down. I'm not trying to gloat. Check my predictions and listen to what I said. Go listen to my 7 reasons Danny Garcia beats Keith Thurman, which we all know now was wrong. I didn't pick a knockout. I said that Danny Garcia was going to win a decision. And in my mind, I didn't say it on the video, I don't think, but in my mind I was thinking like a majority decision, something like that. But I still said a decision. Skip Bayless be talking about Floyd never fought nobody with Conor's power and he getting stopped. That never even came remotely close to being into fruition. You know what I'm saying? And then the only thing, and then Skip, and then the Skip is the worst of the worst because he's going to try to lie and like bend the truth. Like, oh, Mayweather almost got knocked out by a body shot. I already ethered y'all. Look, this is your infamous body shot. Does that look like a body shot? Look at his belt. That's his belt line. And look at this shot. How is that a body shot? You know what I'm saying? Here's another angle. This looks like a body shot. Look where it says TBE around his trim. Does that look like a body shot to you? You know what I'm saying? Conor has long arms too, so for him being taller and having longer arms, that's probably why it was so low, because he has long arms. But dumbass Skip, leave it to Skip to say some stupid shit to try to save face. Here, I'll even show you the video of it. I slowed it down. Look. Watch, slow it down. I just dissed you.
Slow it down. I just did.
Slow mo. Y'all see that? You see his cut move. I'm gonna show y'all one more time, man, because this is what we do. He don't look ready to go. He look tired right there. Damn, his girlfriend had to turn away. Watch. Slow it down. I just dissed you. Watch. Let me slow it down for you.
Slow it down. I just did.
Get the fuck out of here. Talking about Floyd was almost knocked out by a body shot. Slow it down. I just dissed you. I said bullets coming out of the long nose. No, it's not. Slow it down. Man, body shot, huh? Okay. Like I said, man. Some body shot. Great body shot. Like I said, see, you see how motherfuckers that know they're boxing, they don't have to keep taking a bunch of shit back and making different excuses. Like I told y'all, I said Floyd was gonna beat Pacquiao. I didn't make no, Floyd's shoulder and salt water. I didn't make no excuses, because what the fuck I said actually came true. Just like Paulie Malignaggi. You know what I mean? And I told you guys before that, all that is from like screen caps and stuff from All Access, which just came out like 2 days ago, the epilogue. So I didn't even have that luxury of being able to see those shots and the HD angles and different shit like that until the epilogue came out. And before that, if you listen to the post fights that I did and the live streams and all that, I told y'all, I said, man, that looked like a hip shot. But then watching the epilogue and the slow motion shot, it looked even more so like what I was been telling you. You know what I'm saying? You guys talking about a body shot. So I didn't even have to be able to slow it down. I just dished you. I didn't even have to have the luxury of all that to know what the fuck I was talking about. Meanwhile, people like Skip Bayless on a nationally syndicated TV show saying the dumbest of things, and then they're not even man enough to admit that they are wrong. Oh, you're gonna jab flick. The fact that your pantomime is jab flick and you look like that doing that, oh, you're just gonna run, jab, flick. The fact that you're doing it like that shows me you don't know shit about boxing. You know what I mean? Because I interview like Troy King or Caleb Plant, and if they're pantomiming, it's not gonna look like jab, flick, and look all feeble and stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just... Like, motherfucker, you can't fight. What is this? Jab, flick. Look at this. You just gonna run, jab, flick? Like, come on, man. And then, look. You better believe I would buy a rematch because Conor McGregor would win a rematch. Skip Bayless. So even after Conor gets stopped, and then people say, oh, he should go back to UFC, he's still saying Conor's gonna win a rematch. Like, bro, I don't care. I don't care how much they're paying. There's no amount of money that's gonna pay me to be wrong all the fucking time and look inept like I don't know anything what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's on that Larry Merchant shit, but it's like worse because Larry Merchant was bad, but he wasn't that fucking bad. He's just like super biased. Skip Bayless is just Skip brainless. Like you really, after all that, like, I swear to you, I don't hate any fighters. I really don't. I really don't hate any fighters. But even if there was some fighter that I was just, I fucking hate him, right? I'm not gonna take away that man's credit just as a man. I'm not gonna take away his credit for an actual win. Shameless. Someone said that. That, like, you know what I mean? That's not like here's an example. Victor Ortiz blocked me on Instagram a long time ago. He blocked me. I think I posted a meme or something. He blocked me. I think he has quitter-like behavior. But if he beat somebody's ass, like his last opponent, he fought that Corrales dude, I still gave him credit. I was like, okay, because Josito Lopez just fought that dude and went the distance. Victor Ortiz hasn't really even been boxing frequently, and he got the stoppage, and it was a good stoppage. That's me. So I could be like, oh, Victor Ortiz blocked me, fuck him, and then just do everything I can to never give him credit. But I'm not doing that. You know, that's not me as a person. But Skip does stuff like that. And like I said, I don't measure nobody else's pocketbooks, but to me, it's crazy that you're getting paid whatever to be on Fox, and you're saying stuff that's so way off the mark. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. And then can't even be a man enough when you're wrong. Or if Conor McGregor would have knocked Floyd out, I didn't see that coming. We have a new superstar, ladies and gentlemen. It's that simple. And the fact is, I actually like, some people may not know this because you think I'm going in. I'm just that honest. I'm a brutally honest person. Like, it's not nothing. Conor let me sip off his drink. He was mad cool. But I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, it wasn't a low blow to protect Conor or to save. That's not me. That's not what I do. And it's just what it is, man. But I'm gonna show y'all what we do on this side, the real side. Oh shit. That ego eye candy. I told you, Death Row East, believe in it. Shit, I get 1,000 likes just posting it. Eye candy. We working. Believe in it. Shout out to all the light skins, man. Oh shit. Oh, she got freckles too. Oh, ego eye candy, man. Believe in it. See, this we get 1,000 likes off bullshit. Just having fun. We never look silly like this though. You're 0-1, but 1-0 in our hearts. You're 0-1 in our hearts. It's still fuck the Mayweathers. Like, okay. See, that's why is it gotta be fuck Mayweather when he stopped your man? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why can't it be like, damn, I didn't think Floyd could fight. I thought he was a runner. You know what I mean? But it's funny how it's still fuck the Mayweather. So like, if Floyd would have got knocked out, y'all would have been like, see, I told you, fuck the Mayweathers. And then even when he knocks Conor out, which y'all didn't think he could do, it's still fuck the Mayweathers. You see? So it's like, there's no winning. If you do good, it's an excuse. It's a reason why it happened. Oh, crazy. Some of y'all are lame. Somebody just put my government name and made a YouTube user account. What the fuck is that doing? And it said fuck ego, and then it just put my government name. Like, what does that do to me? Y'all be pathetic. Y'all, I know for a fact people that are doing all that, you ain't getting no money, man. There's no way. How would you even have time? Can you picture Warren Buffett researching to find out what my government name, or Steve Jobs when he was alive, or Bill Gates or something talking about fuck ego? They don't give a fuck about me. But y'all do. Y'all lame ducks. Anyway, shout out to Kevin Jones, $5 super chat, because he knows we are working. Floyd always dominates in rematches. We saw this against Castillo and Maidana. Great point. Floyd knows Conor can't hang with him. It would definitely end in 6. Yeah, I think this, listen. New media. I'm telling you, like, I promise you, I've read 48 Laws of Power. One of the laws is crush your enemies totally. And that's what we doing. New media is stomping you boys. I'm not stop addressing haters. If you don't like it, don't watch the channel. I do what I want when I want. It's my channel. And I give people the mixture. Right? Anyway, I promise you, crush your enemies totally. And the thing is, that's just what it is. All that dumb shit in boxing, that's done for. People said PBC was dead and dying and bankrupt. And PBC, Showtime, have been putting on crazy fights. Like, it's not even just the main event. You're also getting, like, good fights throughout the card. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. You got a triple header with really all the top guys except for Demetrius Andrade all fighting against each other at 154. But, you know what I mean? Like, they're not, like I said, it's just a bunch of Skip Baylesses where when they're mad wrong, when they're totally wrong, they don't come out and just say, damn, PBC's holding it down. Showtime's, they'll give like some credit, maybe give a little bit of credit, and that's it. But they don't just come out and just say, man, I was way off the mark. I said PBC was going out of business. Showtime sucked. All that stuff is done for, I promise you. It's gonna take some more time because there's still some that try to cling on to life, some of the parasites, but it's too, like, I honestly, I didn't even see how that stuff was even allowed to happen, since we live in a society with social media and technology. There's so many ways to prove and disprove the shit that people were saying. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand why boxing fans even accepted that. You know what I'm saying? Look at this shot. Easy ass work. You know what I'm saying? And Skip talking about Conor's gonna win in a rematch. Look at this face. But see, like I said, it once was fashionable. It was cool to just talk reckless and call so-and-so a bitch, and you know what I'm saying? Now you gotta prove it. It's not just about saying that. It's about proving what you say. Hold on, I'm trying to find something for y'all. What's today's date? September. Okay. Like I said, it's about proving. Look what someone sent to Paulie. It's a YouTube link. It says, this is good. It has a part after the 3rd round where Mayweather says, it's time. New footage proves that Floyd Mayweather gave up the early rounds. Right? It's a YouTube video. Oh, it got removed by Showtime. Fuck it. But you guys could check it out, the actual Showtime link. Shout out to Little Rock, Arkansas. I see y'all. Who's from Arkansas? I can't think of anyone from Arkansas. Oh, Bill Clinton. He from Arkansas. I just want the whole United States of America to know I did not have sexual relations with that woman. That bitch is lying. Monica Lewinsky, she wasn't sucking this. She wasn't. I tell you, I would tell you if I really got top, but I didn't get top from that woman. Bill Clinton kind of smooth. He should be a boxing commentator. I just want the whole world to know that Conor McGregor has no shot. I repeat, he has no shot against Floyd Mayweather. This will be some easy ass work. It's gonna be some easy ass work for TBE. Yeah, politicians always do that ham. Bill Clinton's a savage because motherfucker knew he was lying on camera and still played it off. Bill Clinton's a true NIGGA. He real. You know what I'm saying? He knew he was lying and still. Look at me in my fucking eyes. I just want the whole world to know I did not have sexual relations. Like, you lying and you still gonna say it. That's how you know a motherfucker, a cheater. A cheater will look you in the eye and still, like Margarito. I didn't do nothing. He was looking at Cotto in the eye at that face off, knowing he was cheating. Anyway. Yeah, I seen that half black child or whatever, Bill Clinton, but like I said, Bill Clinton need to be a boxing commentator. Oh shit, he just got fucked up. I knew it would be an early knockout, but I didn't predict this. I didn't think it would happen like this. I didn't think it would go in like this, but it like. Y'all can't fuck with these impersonations. Hit the like button if you like these impersonations. God damn it. We working. Gotta hit y'all with that Luda. Man, hit these fucking hit the fucking like button. The incredible, untouchable niggas spinning video about it with the dopest flow. And wonder why the lines around the corner cause the little motherfucker had the dopest show. 2 times for my independent women that be getting that cake. Y'all can't fuck with it. Anyway, we working. Believe that. I tell you, new media. But yeah, watch that video. Floyd literally, someone said do mystical. What the fuck? Isn't he in jail? Didn't he? I heard something. He raped someone again. Or I don't know. Nah. Like, what the fuck? Something special. We working. But yeah, watch that All Access. Floyd Mayweather, he walked to his corner smiling, and he was like, it's time. What? It's time. Yeah, it's a Wolverine cap. Hey, Bob. He walked to his corner talking about it's time. Why would he say that? It's not like you see his mouth moving. It's not like they showed a shot of, you know what I mean, him backstage saying it's time. Like, he's saying it during the fight. So why would he say that? You know what I'm saying? Why would he say it's time? I told you, he gave up early rounds to get a feel for Conor, see what he was doing. And once he opened up, he picked them up. It picked them apart. When you see $5 on the ground, what the fuck you gonna do? Pick it up, pick it up. You know what I'm saying? That's when you see Conor starting to fatigue, what the fuck you gonna do? Pick him off, pick him off. Like, man, I've been slack with the hats. Someone said we need the hats, man. I got them right there. I'm looking at them right there. I've been busy, man. It's a lot that I do. The website, we got that popping. We working, man. That's it. The hats will come. It's just it's hard, you know what I mean, being a one-man army, but we still do what it do. The website updated. Turn the camera to see the hat. You can't see it. It's like they're just in a box. Man. See, we got the website, man. We just working. We working, bro. Shout out to Nottingham, England. Man, we working. Oh, Austin Trout is suing the WBO for $40 million. He's citing a violation of the Ali Act. I did a video about this. Sergey Kovalev, Sullivan Barrera in talks for a 2017 fight. See, but the thing is, Kovalev, he looking kind of shaky, baby. See, new media, man. Listen. Oh shit, you see them shares? Y'all gotta start sharing these articles because the bigger the website gets, the better it is for all of us. You know what I mean? Because I'll be able to do more. I'll be able to allocate more. Y'all got to start going to the website, boxingego.com. Believe in it, because the better this does, the better the channel will do and everything. But let's talk about the man Kovalev. We're going to talk about Kovalev right now, man. So the thing for me is this. New media. Kovalev is a good fighter, but he lost. And then he lost again in a worse fashion to Andre Ward. Now, the casuals, I tell you, what they do is they take these talking points from Skip Bayless or an excuse the fighter made, like Pacquiao, my shoulder hurt. I would have beat Mayweather ass if my shoulder and I had shot one. Like, no. Right? We're not doing these excuses anymore. You lost. You had your opportunity after 5 years to finally get Floyd in the ring. You said he was scared. You said he was a coward. You said he was ducking you. Your fans said the same thing. And you finally get him in there. There are no excuses. Fuck that. That's like me trying to street race, drag race another person in my city. We live in the same city for 5 fucking years, and there's this huge rivalry about who's gonna win. And then I race him. We finally set it up. We finally get an agreement. You know what I mean? And set the ground rules. We all know the rules. And then I street race the dude, and he blows my fucking doors off and dusts me. Now what am I? Oh no, I didn't properly gas up, and my nitrous button is not working. No, it don't work like that at all. You had your chance. Same thing with Kovalev. You said you're going to end Ward's boxing career. Last time I checked, Ward is calling fights on ESPN. He was like in Jamaica or something with his family. It doesn't look like his boxing career is ended. You did not live up to what you said you were going to do. Point blank, period. Now, again, what the casuals do is they take these excuses from the fighter. My shoulder, he cheated, he's on peds, the referee, Tony Week, right? All this shit, right? And they just recycle, or just whatever the talking point another casual or another YouTuber or something may have came up with. You know what I mean? They'll think of these. But I told y'all then, and trust me, I'm rubbing salt in the wound because this is real. All the flack I get for speaking out. And see, there's a lot of people that are willing to speak out now that weren't willing to speak out back then. You know what I mean? And that's cool, because the more the merrier. The more people that are being honest with boxing, the better. But a lot of people wait till the coast is clear. You know what I mean? And everybody already did the major work on the front line, and then people will come out and start like, oh, it's fashionable to talk like this. But then there's a lot of people who do the opposite. You know what I mean? And everything I say, they say the opposite. I'm like, hey, I don't have a problem with PBC. Oh, PBC sucks. It's mismatches. It's going out of business. They're bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? And it's always those people who aren't realistic that never want to admit it, and they always come up with several excuses. But I told y'all, and I'm going to throw salt in the wound when it comes to this. I told y'all, with this whole Kovalev situation, what he does next is going to be very crucial. Very crucial. And that'll show what really happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing stuff where he contemplated retiring. But if you know you only lost because of low blows, why would that thought even be in your mind to retire? Like, if you knew, like, do you think Pernell Whitaker, he got fucking cheated versus Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., right? Everybody knows that, unless you're biased or from Texas or a diehard Chavez fan or something. Chavez didn't win that fight, right? It was a robbery. Do you think Pernell Whitaker was contemplating quitting afterwards and retiring? No, because he knew he got robbed. He knew he got jobbed, and it wasn't a draw. But why would Kovalev be considering switching to Virgil Hunter, moving up in weight because he can't make the weight now, and possibly retiring? Kathy Duva did an interview saying Kovalev might be back in November, but it's too premature to tell. What? It's September. How is it too premature to tell? Like, meaning the way she said it, if you guys read the interview, she said it like she wasn't really sure where his head was. You know what I'm saying? So that uncertainty, looking shaky, baby, that tells you something. Like I said, if you know you got robbed and it was some bullshit and you should have won and all this, and you were destroying Ward and ending his career, and then Tony Weeks just came in and fucked that all up, then why be so uncertain? You should bounce back like it's nothing. I mean, to Pacquiao's credit, Pacquiao got knocked the fuck out. Face planted. You know what I'm saying? And he came back versus Brandon Rios. He took some time off, a year-long layoff. He came back like nothing happened. Yeah, with a knockout, with a vicious knockout. That was one of the last 10, 15 years. That was, one of the most crucial knockouts ever in the last 10, 15 years. Pacquiao got back up, destroyed Rios, you know what I mean? So it should be easy to bounce back if you come to grips with it, or you know that you got robbed. Shout out to BOE1, $5 super chat. We doing the shmoney dance. A lot of boxers can't beat Kovalev. Hopefully he's not broken. I don't know. I don't know that a lot of boxers can't beat him. I think when he had a belt, maybe they couldn't have beat him. But this version of him, that's 2 back-to-back losses. And I'm telling you, like I told you earlier in this stream, I love psychology. And the psychology of these fighters, I've seen it over and over and over again. A guy could be that dude, hard to beat. But then once he starts taking losses, he's just not the same. And then they never bounce back. I'm not saying every single person. You can bounce back. But someone said, ego Freud. Yeah, I'm on my Freudian shit. It's hard to bounce back, I tell you. And especially depending on your age. When you're young, you're tenacious. You know what I mean? Pacquiao got knocked out twice when he was young. Bounced right back, went on to do legendary shit. Sergio Martinez got knocked out by Antonio Margarito. Went on to have legendary fights and stretch Paul Williams, stuff like that. But they were a lot younger. When Kovalev's 30-something probably. So, and it's beyond that. It's deeper than that. You had such a tough fight or a close first fight. I know he didn't expect that rematch to be like that. I know that because he would have been focused on his trainer, and he wouldn't have been posting a million memes and stuff. He thought Ward couldn't hurt him. He underestimated that part of it. You know what I mean? And people always want to come up with excuses. Chad Dawson just got stopped by Ward because he came out in a division. Well, Ward went up a division and he still stopped Kovalev. You know what I mean? It's not always the size of the dog, it's the size of the fight in the dog, the bite in the dog. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying Kovalev absolutely can't come back, but it sounds like there's already some doubts because I don't really see him doing too much boxing training. If you go to his Instagram, it looks like he's just chilling with his family, which is cool. But why are you so uncertain to come back? And I'd be surprised if he fights Sullivan Barrera if it actually comes off, because Sullivan Barrera got some very solid momentum right now. Beat Joe Smith Jr., broke his jaw, and Shabransky. That's a dangerous fight for both, especially Kovalev, because we don't know mentally. If you really fuck with the channel, you're gonna notice some central themes to what I always say. And until I'm proven wrong, which I don't think I will be with these things, then I'm gonna keep feeling that way. I'm an Aries, so you gotta, in some aspects, you gotta prove me wrong, or a fighter, or a theory, you have to prove me wrong. And I tell you all the time, bullies don't like to get bullied. And I could think of several examples of this, where the bully is looking like the man and very hard to beat, but when you stand up to that bully, you see a different side of that bully that you ain't never seen. That's just the way of the world, you know what I mean? Power punchers, bullies, guys like that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the bully style, because it's very intriguing and it's entertaining, but I'm just saying if you stand up to that, you might see a different side of that bully. I've been on over an hour. We got to get the likes up, hopefully closer to 200. Shout out to Sydney, Australia. I heard y'all just had a Father's Day. You guys have a different Father's Day than us. So happy Father's Day, belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there in Australia, New Zealand. See, I know my stuff. I'm worldwide. I know what Father's Day is in Australia. It says, Ego keeps spitting the truth on these fools. Thank you. Speaking of Australia, Jeff Horn, who he gonna fight? Bob Arum already ruled out Terrence Crawford, which I thought would have been a great fight, introduction fight to the welterweight division, and it would have been for a straightaway title. But Bob Arum was like, nah. So, what up? Shout out to my admins, because my admins be holding it down. My admin's definitely holding it down. because I'm not seeing a bunch of senseless stuff, and it really helps the creator on these channels when the moderators help to ration out some of the dumb stuff. It helps the conversation become more free-flowing, so I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, we know Bob Arum is trying to me, in my opinion, he don't want to put Terrence Crawford in there because I think Crawford he'll take away that shine. Bob Arum knows he can stretch it. He can make Jeff Horn versus Jesse Vargas, which is probably a pretty competitive fight. Vargas had been out since the Pacquiao November fight in 2016. I don't know. He's tough, but I don't know if his power is just like, I don't think it's top 3 power at welterweight, so it's probably going to be a war. You know what I'm saying? And Jesse Vargas might even travel to Brisbane to do it because he's tough. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like he's trying to extend it. Because you put Crawford in there right away, then Jeff Horn might not be a champion. We working. Because I mean, no offense to Jesse Vargas, I just interviewed him, but there's some fights that I personally would rather see before that, even if it's not Terrence Crawford, and even if it's not like Errol Spence or Keith Thurman. Obviously, I want to see those. Those are like championship fights. But Amir Khan versus Jeff Horn, that would be very interesting to me. Khan has a somewhat similar style to Pacquiao. I'm high as fuck, ego always working. It's Labor Day. They don't call it Labor Day for no reason. We put that labor in, like we giving birth. Pause. We put that we put that labor in and deliver childbirth. Bet on who you feel is right, but I got Triple G. Triple G has no defense. Even if he doesn't get knocked out, he will still lose. I mean, like I said, it's all this stuff is not that serious to me. I'm a person with an opinion, and I can assure you my opinion is not like a Skip Bayless opinion where I'm just saying shit. Because anything, whether I'm right or wrong, anything that I say, I can tell you why I feel that way. Skip don't even know what a pull counter is. And like, ask Skip Bayless to intelligently explain why he said that Conor McGregor would knock out Floyd and beat him in a rematch after you just seen what happened. And everybody else in the boxing world and MMA world is like, oh, it's 2 different sports. Conor should come back to the UFC. But Skip Bayless, dumbass, is standing on no man's land. And I'm telling you, it's getting worse for you dudes. You casuals like Skip and all that is getting worse and worse and worse because all that radical stuff y'all used to be able to say, it looks further and further from the truth. And fans aren't stupid. All this stuff is documented. Fox Undisputed, you can pull them up on YouTube typically, right? All this type of stuff. You get to see these things, and people at the end of the day, they're going to be like, man, you're like 0-11 for your prediction streak. And, yeah, whatever. Horn versus Khan is a great fight. But I don't know if Khan would even want that because that's a dangerous fight, especially not that Khan can't possibly outbox Jeff Horn, but Jeff Horn looks like he has some solid power and he's just in your face. And Khan's coming off a bad knockout loss, and Horn is very rugged. And yeah, some of y'all are brainless like Skip. Your hat collection is kind of weak. What does that have to do with boxing? At all. Who cares? Anyway, yeah, it's a dangerous fight. Khan coming off an injury. And Horn's tough. Round 9 with Pacquiao. Yeah, people always, your hat collection's kind of weak, bro. But guess what ain't weak? The bank account, my subscriber count, multiple platforms, and me doing what I enjoy doing for a living. That's not weak. My hat collection could be weak as fuck. I don't care. See, that's the problem with some of y'all. Y'all, it's like y'all have ADD. Y'all focus on all the wrong stuff. You focus on other people's money instead of your own money. You know what I'm saying? You focus on what everyone else is doing instead of cleaning up what you need to do. That's really weird to me. I'm not lecturing. I'm just telling you. I'm a real person. You don't get this from boxing media often, where they just sit down and talk and be themselves. I promise you, if like what I'm doing, if my family were to watch it, people that went to high school, elementary school, they'd be like, this is the ego I know. I don't try to pretend to be anybody. But like I said, that's the problem with some of y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all care about jewelry and stupid Bart Simpson chains with diamonds in it, but can't pay your rent, or worse, you know what I mean? Don't have a car or something. Like, focus on you. Focus on what really matters, which is you, your family. I don't know what Kell Brook's gonna do, to be honest. I don't know if he's going to 54. We boxing. Yeah. Horn versus Porter. I like it. Kind of awkward. You know what I mean? I feel like there'll be cuts and shit based on it's like two Rams fighting. But I think, if anything, Porter might fight Danny Garcia based on the WBC orders for the eliminator. Charlo versus Canelo. Oh, I don't know. I gotta see I want to maybe see Charlo one more time, because the Highland fight, he did what he was supposed to do with Highland. He looked a lot bigger. I want to see him in there with maybe a little bit stiffer person at middleweight, but that's a very difficult fight for Canelo based on the size differential, the athleticism, the great jab, because people raving about Golovkin's jab. Charlo has a very good jab, and you don't need to be fully athletic to jab. Anybody can jab, but the fact that Charlo is athletic and has a good jab, it might be very snappy. I mean, he dropped Julian Williams with a jab. I mean, that doesn't happen. When's the last fight where somebody got dropped by a jab that you remember? Like, dropped hard, not even just dropped, but dropped and hurt. J-Rock was hurt with that jab. Jacobs versus Canelo. If Canelo, I mean, these are all great fights. I gotta see it, but I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter to get too far off into Charlo and Triple G and Canelo and Jacobs, because if Canelo don't get past Golovkin, then who's gonna be like, oh, fucking Jacobs needs to fight Canelo right away? You know what I'm saying? So September 16th, we gotta focus on that, because everything else is irrelevant basically until we see what happens there. Didn't Canelo knock out Trout with a jab? I don't know. It might have been a jab, but Canelo actually has a good jab. I'd have to watch the sequence again. I don't remember what punch it was that knocked him down. But either way, that fight was in like 2013, maybe. So it's not like it happens all the time. Does anybody know the answer to that? What did Canelo knock Trout down with? Shout out to BOE1, $5 super chat. Thank you. We doing the shmoney dance. May Mac was cool. The real is coming with Triple G Canelo. Do you think butthurt MMA fans that say boxing are dead at least tune in? I mean, I don't really focus on that, because I don't know what diehard butthurt MMA fans do, because I'm more of a boxing fan than I am an MMA fan, so I don't know how they're interpreting it, or if they would tune into something like that. But Canelo Triple G is a great fight, very good fight. Andy Lee just recently said that he believes that the fight is the best middleweight fight since Hagler Hearns. So boxing ain't dead. Make sure you guys hit the like button. If you're enjoying the live Monday Mail Day, we should probably be 70 minutes in. We should probably be at 250 likes or so, or somewhere around there. Shout out to my admin. It says, what up, Ego? Custom Diamante jewelry. What up, Ego? Working. Canelo dropped him with the right hook. No, I don't remember, to be honest. I really don't remember what punch. I remember the knockdown, but I don't remember what punch it was, to be honest. So make sure you guys hit that like button, thumb up. Let's get some more questions. Con is done. It was a straight right. See, there you have it. Jab is underutilized in boxing. There's a lot of people don't use it. Like, I want to see Robert Easter with his height. I want to see him use a jab more, because Robert Easter, he's exciting style-wise to watch. But if he fought like a Lennox Lewis or Klitschko, he'd be like real hard to beat. But he like that inside like war dogfight at his height. But against like a Mikey Garcia, I think a jab would be like perfect. Like pop, yap, like just jab, and then set up your combos. When is Thurman coming back? There's nothing official. He said late 2017 or 2018. I really think it'll be 2018. That's just my honest opinion. Hold on 1 second. Crawford would beat Matisse. Yes, I agree with that. I mean, we really don't know where Matisse's at, because he beat Emmanuel Taylor, who's a career 140-pounder that lost to Chris Algieri, got knocked down by my dude Kareem Mayfield, lost to Broner, got knocked down. That don't really prove nothing for Matisse. It was a good step for where he's at in his career, long layoff and first fight at welterweight, but that don't prove you could beat Crawford. How Q-Brat scared to fight Joshua like that? LOL. What does that mean? I thought they were fighting. How is he scared? Raheem says, did Conor McGregor have a shot with the boxing coach? No. I mean, listen to me. Very consistent, and I very consistently tell you guys the same thing. Boxing is not... Okay, put it this way. Anybody bilingual in here? Anybody who speaks more than one language? Yes or no? Well, actually, don't even need to say no, but just let me know if there's anyone who's bilingual. Okay, so we got a couple people who are bilingual. Now, to those people who are bilingual, did you learn any of your languages, your second language, did you learn it in 8 to 12 weeks? Say, yes, I learned it in 8 to 12 weeks, or no? Shout out to Portuguese. Fuck no. No. Hell no. No. Exactly. So that's how boxing is. It's just like picking up a second language. You're not going to learn everything that you need to learn about boxing in 8 to 10 weeks. So no, Conor, even if he had a boxing coach, to me, he would have did maybe slightly better than what he already did. But how can you compete? It's just like Sergio Martinez lost to Antonio Margarito. Sergio that fought at 154 that knocked out Paul Williams, he could have probably beat Margarito. Margarito lost to Paul Williams, and I mean, it's not about triangle theories, but Margarito had a war but lost to Paul Williams, and Sergio had a war with Paul Williams, and then in the rematch came back and stretched him with one punch. So the more advanced Sergio, after he beat Kelly Pavlik and all this shit, and Paul Williams, maybe he could have beat Margarito, but where Margarito was at, he was just more efficient and more like experienced, and that's what happens. That's what happens in boxing. So Conor McGregor, 10-week camp is not going to show you everything to a fucking person like Mayweather, who boxing is literally in his blood. Timing, everything. Like, it's just like, people don't understand this, but listen, just back to me using the second language. If Mayweather, let's say he started boxing when he was 5, right? And he's always been in gyms and seen it and been inspired. And Mayweather said at the fighter meeting, he said, I used to go back home all the time and just watch VHS tapes every day. That was my schooling. Plus his dad knows all this shit about boxing. His uncles, Roger and Jeff, all this, right? So it's invested in him. So even if he took 2 years off, as long as he didn't abuse his body and doing coke and crazy stuff like that, then he's not gonna forget all that in 2 years, because if you've been boxing 25 years and you take 2 years off, you still box longer than your layoff. You get what I'm saying? Same thing with if you spoke Spanish for 25 years and then you move to an area where no one speaks Spanish, so you don't speak it for a year or two. I mean, are you gonna totally forget everything? Probably not. But the longer you go without speaking Spanish, then you're gonna forget little words and stuff like, damn, my Spanish is real rusty. So yeah, I don't think it would have been different for Conor. But at the same token, I told you guys I felt it was dumb that he didn't. Why you get Joe Cortez, a referee, Fuck the ref. You need a boxing coach. Your team didn't even think to bring a cup. So it would have made more sense just so you're as prepared as possible. If you're going to make 75 to 100 million and this would enhance your future paydays if you beat Floyd, I just feel like why not go all out? I'll get a boxing coach. Fuck just using MMA people. That's dumb. That's like a pride thing. Keep John Cavagna there. That's cool. But I mean, even Daniel Jacobs, he's been with Andre Rozier for a while, but he still came out to the Bay and was training with Virgil Hunter. You know what I mean? Maybe he liked the Virgil Hunter's advice or whatever from the Ward Kovalev fight. You know what I mean? And he decided to implement somebody else. There's no shame in doing that. It doesn't mean like your trainer sucks or you no longer have loyalty for them, but your goal is to win. So it's like you don't want to like some loyalty shit. You don't want John Cavagna to be robbed of credit for training you because you brought in a boxing coach. But who cares about that? That's pride because who cares? Me personally, I'd rather not get knocked out and beat a person who no boxer has beat in 49 fights and say I did it with a boxing coach and my longtime MMA coach and friend, as opposed to get knocked out and lose the fight, but I did it all with the team I started with. You know what I'm saying? Like, the goal is to win. You got to win. Win. Super chat. Everybody do the shmoney dance. Hit the shmoney dance. $10 super chat. Bow. From Alex Lugo. He says, how can people say boxing is dead when there are so many good fights this year? I like MMA also, but the UFC is struggling to keep fight cards together or their fighters get caught juicing. Bow. In the words of NBA Jam, a nail in the coffin. The biggest star in MMA just got knocked out by brittle hands, 40-year-old. Y'all said he was brittle hands, 40-year-old. Floyd did everything he said he was going to do. Walk him down, make it an exciting fight, bring the fight to him. People doubted him. He said, I'm not the same fighter I was 5 years ago, but I got enough to beat you. Boxing ain't dead. And the people that say that are just ignorant to boxing, because you can't say boxing is dead. Like, put it this way. If you're a UFC fan and you don't even know shit about any upcoming fights, then of course boxing is dead to you because you don't know anything about it. That's like, I don't watch Game of Thrones, right? I don't really watch much TV. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I can't speak on it. I can't say, oh, Game of Thrones is old. This show is played out, but everyone else is enjoying it and I don't watch it. So how can I say that Game of Thrones, it might be the best season that they've ever had? I wouldn't fucking know. So if you're a diehard MMA fan, stay in your lane. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you don't know. You know what I mean? Because how's boxing dead when Jermell Charlo's fighting Erickson Lubin? Great fight. It looks like Luis Ortiz, Deontay Wilder, Igor Rumormill, a.k.a. Vasil Lomachenko, Rigondeaux. Like, how is it dead? It's dead to you because you never were a fan and you don't know shit about it. Boxing run shit. Hey, Conor, I'm telling you, Conor came in too cocky. Confidence is cool, but he came in too cocky. He's like, I'm gonna rule the boxing game with an iron fist, and then I'll go back to the UFC. No, you're not doing none of that. You can't rule boxing in 8 to 10 weeks. I tell you, man, Jermell Charlo would knock out Conor, I think. I mean, listen, anybody with boxing ability that's a champion or former champion that's as big as Conor, if Mayweather, who moved up 5 divisions, knocked out Conor in 10 rounds, and he gave away 10 or the first 3 rounds, what is Jamal Charlo, Canelo, Triple G, what are they going to, Errol Spence, what are any of them going to do who are more, like, you know what I mean, youthful, maybe even more willing to take punishment, or they don't have the defense, so they might just bring that pressure from round 1. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be good. But Conor tried. And see, that's another thing. People giving Conor all this credit. Can we get the likes to 250? Hit the like button. Like button 250. That's where we should be at right now. But a lot of people, they're giving Conor so much credit he's getting $75 million to $100 million. Like, most people wouldn't who wouldn't try something that's kind of a form of what they already do. MMA, they keep saying, oh, boxing is a part of MMA, right? Why wouldn't you try it for $75 million? If it's like if I'm a golfer and someone says, hey, play this game of miniature golf for $75 to $100 million or more, I mean, of course I'm gonna try it. That's already kind of somewhat what I do. Or if I'm a ping pong player and someone says play regular tennis against Andre Agassi for $100 million, shit, I'm gonna try my best and see what happens. That's just what it is. There's not much that most people wouldn't do for that type of money. I'll wrestle the fucking Rock or some shit. Monday Night Raw or some shit. Y'all got more questions? Shout out to Hyrule Amon, $5 super chat. I like the UFC, but as a super chat before said, they got problems. Top fighter just got beat. The other was caught juicing. Boxing is the truth. You can't deny the facts. Now, boxing, we've had slumps and like people who tested positive or got caught cheating, but where we're at right now, phenomenal. We've had some major fights because I covered a lot of them. Listen, just me alone. Let me try to think. I covered Leo Santa Cruz, Carl Frampton 2, which had Mikey Garcia knockout Dejan Zlaticanin on the undercard. I covered what happened in February. Broner versus Granados. I covered that in Cincinnati, and Broner, that was a fun fight. Lamont Peterson, David Avanesian on the undercard. Marcus Brown was on the undercard. He had a knockout of Thomas Top Dog Williams. March, I covered Golovkin Jacobs in New York. There was a blizzard. Still enjoyed it. Great fight, main event. You had Andy Lee on the undercard, Carlos Cuadras on the undercard, and Roman Chocolatito versus Rung Vasai, which was a classic fight. That was in March. What else did I cover? Berto Porter with Jermell Charlo and Charles Hatley. Mikey Garcia, Broner, Ward Kovalev too. You know what I'm saying? I'm running out of hands. I can't even show y'all. I covered great fights, right? I went to Crawford and Dongo. I went to Mayweather and McGregor. Shit, I don't know what people are talking about. Boxing is dead. Shit ain't dead for me. I've been around the whole U.S. I've been around the U.S. Fuck are you talking about? Been to New York 3 times. I've been to Omaha once this year, but like probably 4 times total. It ain't dead to me. Never been out to Cincinnati, went for the Broner fight. Vegas, dumbass amounts of times. Get out of here. Yeah, I think this is one of the best years of boxing. And see, to UFC's credit, UFC had a very good 2016. Ours was solid. Ours was cool. Boxing, we was cool. But UFC had a really good year last year. Conor McGregor. Was Conor Diaz last year too? I feel like it. Hold on. See, and that's the thing with me, and this is what new media, this is why we're going to take over with Boxingego and all that, is if I don't remember something, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to look it up. So yeah, both Nate Diaz fights were in 2016, and then he knocked out Eddie Alvarez in that UFC 205. So yeah, UFC had a very good 2016. This year, not so much. Y'all gonna just stop right before 250 likes. We're like so close. And y'all, if y'all new to the stream, hit the like button. The more likes, the merrier. And the more action we get, the more streams I do, hit the like button. Like, stream, live, stream, like. Who else has a question? Boxing is definitely alive and well. Any word on Mikey Garcia's next fight? No, I haven't heard anything. I don't think that Cotto shit will happen. And again, I'm an honest person. I love Mikey Garcia. I told people before the Orlando Salido fight, Mikey was that dude, and I picked him to beat Salido. People said I was trash and stupid and closed my channel because if you remember back then, see, I had a channel way back then when he was fighting Salido. It just wasn't as big. Salido was way more seasoned than Mikey at that time. Mikey, that was considered his big step up. You know what I mean? You know, I think Triple G fought on that undercard. I think Triple G fought on the undercard versus Rosado. Damn, that's crazy. That's how long ago it was. Triple G was fighting on somebody's undercard. Crazy. But anyway, I like Mike Garcia, but if y'all, some of y'all said I hate Cotto because when I say I don't like the Kama guy fight, but whatever. But if you sleep on Cotto at 54 and you give Cotto no chance, that don't make sense. I don't care how much you like Mikey Garcia. That's a tough fight, just based on weight. If you think Mikey's gonna go up to 154 and blow Cotto out, who's a Hall of Famer for sure, who's not the tallest guy but fought at 159, that you don't know. I didn't even watch all of the Kama guy fight, but I seen enough in the tank where he could challenge a motherfucker who's coming up, who has one fight at 140. He's coming up basically 2-3 divisions. But hey, I would love to see it. I mean, if that's what y'all really feel, then y'all need to petition for this because I want to see that. If Mikey Garcia moves up to 54 and destroys Cotto a la Pacquiao or Margarito, then I'd be like, wow. Margarito's like 5'11" and was cheating to destroy Cotto. Obviously, it was a more youthful Cotto, but still. Pacquiao was in the zone. Right? He's doing all that. So if Mikey can move up all that and stop and like beat him at 54, when I never even really seen him like thoroughly hurt Broner at 40, then I'll be very impressed. But I like Mikey. But like I said, I don't think that's some easy work like y'all talking about. Alright, I'm about to answer a few more questions. I'm getting hungry. A few more questions if you guys have Monday Mail Day. No Danny Garcia news, but I think they're trying to really get that Danny Garcia-Sean Porter fight cracking. And if that happens this year too, with Sean Porter, I have an interview on the channel. Sean Porter and Kenny Porter said they're down. They want. So to me, it's kind of the WBC said they're down. So it's really dependent on Danny Garcia. You stay hungry? Yeah, but I also stay working. Ego, you fuck with Muay Thai boxing? Man, I don't have a problem with it. I'm not like I know a bunch of Muay Thai fighters. I fuck with Tony Jaa. Tony Jaa is a beast. You want to see Errol Spence versus Lamont Peterson? What do you think? It's a good fight. I'm good with that or Luis Colasso. Like I said, top guys don't even seem like they really even want to fight Errol Spence. So you got to get other guys who are willing to fight him that are tough outs. And I think both of those are good fights, Peterson or Colasso. But I don't know if Colasso's 100%. He had an injury or surgery or something. Lamont Peterson hasn't been active. I just told you he just fought in February on the Broner Garcia undercard. So, I mean, he's not the most active, but he still fought this year. It's better than what Felix Diaz to that fight. I've seen worse. Like Peter Quillen, shout out to my dude. He ain't fought in 19 months. So, and he's about to fight September 8th. I'm good with Devin Haney versus Robert Easter Jr., but Easter Jr. seems to not want the fight. Like, shout out to Life Cyphers, but Easter Jr. feels like, why should I fight Devin Haney? Like, he hasn't. But I mean, shit, I'm down with the fight. I don't have no problem with Do you think Spence will be able to stop Pearson? It's a possibility. Lucas Matisse did at 140. I mean, is anyone think that Spence is hitting drastically softer than Matisse did at 140? I know Matisse has cracks, but Spence will make you uncomfortable. Spence is a beast. He was out there in Vegas. I didn't actually run into him. I was surprised. I didn't run into him this week or last night. But I seen him on his Instagram. He was training. You like his down-to-earth personality? Yeah, he's not trying to be someone he's not. It don't look like. He did that interview with the Breakfast Club. He's like, people like, you need to turn up and act this way and that way. And he's just like, then I wouldn't be myself. Gotta respect that. Amir Khan, Lamont Peterson's a good rematch. Terrence Crawford and Spence have the same kind of demeanor. They ain't no punks. If you get in their face, start talking crazy. You seen Terrence Crawford push Hank Lundy. You seen Errol Spence like, all right, stand in the center ring then. All right, don't run. So they ain't no punk. They ain't no, what do you say in Rush Hour? I ain't no punk bitch. They ain't no punks. But if you're cordial and, you know what I mean, just treat it like a gentleman, you know what I mean, like a competitor, they're not going to do nothing. You know what I mean, like go out of their way to like dish you. Even watch the Chris Algieri Spence weigh-in. They're both flexing. And then Chris Algieri tried to put his arm in front of Spence, and Spence is like pushing his arm. So Spence ain't with this. Spence ain't gonna let you just do whatever. Same thing with Crawford. Silent killers. That's what I call them. Y'all tripping. Someone said McGregor versus Judah. I think Zab Judah's in jail, so I'm not really worried about that fight. Like I said, you guys have to. My bad, I got Lifesaver all in my shit. You guys have to understand this whole UFC boxing shit. It has to make sense. Why would Conor McGregor? He can make more money fighting Kevin Lee, Tony Ferguson winner, or Nate Diaz trilogy. So why would he fight Zab Judah? Zab Judah has like one fight in the last 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? So like, you guys got to make it make sense. The fight has to actually make sense. Paulie Malignaggi versus McGregor, that makes sense because all the beef and what happened in sparring. And Conor knows he probably feels like that's a winnable fight. He knows whatever happened in sparring. I don't know all the details. I just know the snippets and shit, pictures that they sent. But no, don't disrespect Paulie like that. That's not disrespect. I think Conor has a chance to beat Paulie. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not disrespecting him. I love Paulie, but shit. I mean, Sam Eggington knocked out Paulie Malignaggi. I mean, obviously Paulie will have more time to train and get in the best shape, but Carl Frampton just said the same thing. He said, I think Conor will beat him. And you can say, oh, it's because he's Irish, but I mean, I'm not Irish, and I still think the same thing. I'm not saying 100% sure he does beat him, but it's intriguing enough to make me watch. I don't know. Paulie's talking about he'll stop Conor. Maybe he does. I mean, maybe if he's in fight shape, maybe he can do that. I don't know. But that would have appeal based on the backstory and the bring your bulls, Conor. Did you bring your bull? You know what I mean? All that. And they both. This helps sell fights. Yeah, they still haven't even released the tape. That shit probably never coming out. That's like Dr. Dre's Detox album. That shit ain't coming out. Especially after you got stopped by Mayweather, because if it is competitive like Paulie is saying, and he won 10 rounds, then why would you want the world to see that? But that was a good strategy to get more people invested. All right, 2 more questions. Who do you win? Who would win between Wilder and Ortiz? Y'all asking me tough questions because these are all great fights. Vasyl Lomachenko, Rigondeaux, Erickson Lubin versus Jermell Charlo, Ortiz versus Wilder. I mean, really, it could go either way. I'm leaning towards Wilder. He has to fight smart. It has to be a Bermane Stiverne type of performance. It can't be the Spilka type performance because even though he stretched Spilka bad, Spilka was in there. You don't want to give guys, Cuban guys and decorated amateurs and guys as powerful as Ortiz, you don't want to have to give them that momentum. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be hard to get that back from someone so experienced. But Ortiz, Tony Thompson, he looked cool. He looked good in that fight. Then he had a little bit of a layoff. He didn't look great versus Malik Scott. Didn't even stop him. And then the Dave Allen, he looked better than the Malik Scott, but I don't rate that as one of his top performances. I think when he fought Bryant Jennings was like the performance that I was like, wow. I mean, he looked good versus Latif Coyote too. Coyote. Ow! One more question. But it's a 50-50 fight, Ortiz-Wilder. They both got power. You know what I mean? Wilder is not as technical. You know what I mean? So Luis Ortiz, he has more technique, you know what I mean, pure boxing and shit. But they both got power, so, you know what I mean? Whoever get hit on the chin first. But the way, if Wilder fights smart but still has some aggression like he always shows in his fights, I don't think Luis Ortiz is going to be used to that, you know what I'm saying? But he can't just come in reckless. Wilder has a good jab, and he's taller than Ortiz. Ortiz is like 6'4", and Wilder's 6'7", so I definitely see it ending in a KO no matter who wins. And I'm going to do one more question, then we're going to get to this roll call. Bring your bulls. Who wins Thurman versus Spence from Aaron Jones? Loma should be fighting Rigondeaux in December. Ego is a great boxing mind. Thank you. I would pick Spence. Honestly, Spence Jr. I pick Spence to beat Thurman. Thurman don't like that body work. Now, no one really likes body work. Like, oh, hey, hit me. Like, that's some Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, try, come on. You know what I mean? Letting somebody kick you or hit you in the body, that's some movie shit. So I'm not saying people love to get, hey, come on. Y'all remember what I'm talking about from Bloodsport, where Van Damme was letting that dude, the dude was like, he fought like Sagat or whatever his name is from Street Fighter, and Van Damme was like, Dad, getting kicked, Dad, right, come on, like really, you just gonna let him kick you hard as fuck? Hell no. But anyway, no one likes body work, but Thurman really don't like body work. Bloodsport. Van Damme was tripping in that. That motherfucker Bolo threw that pixie dust in his eye. Hell no. Tong Po, that's kickboxer though. He's like, Marlene, good fuck. Like, how you gonna rape a bitch and then brag about it? Y'all tripping. Marlene, good fuck. Anyway, Bolo Young was 50 years old in Bloodsport, and Bolo got a big ass like pecs his chest. Pause. He was just hella diesel. He's Chong Li. Woo! The motherfucker. Chong Li. Woo! He hella wanted that crowd participation. Bolo, that nigga. Yeah, Bolo was real. I even like Double Impact when he had that fucked up eye. Dude Denzel. All right. Okay. Yeah, so you don't want to see Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, huh? King Kong versus Wilder. Yeah, okay, you don't want to see Rigondeaux versus Lomachenko, huh? You say he's pound for pound, huh? You said he was pound for pound number one. Are you a sheep or you a wolf? Jay! Y'all tripping. Alright, we about to do this roll call because I'm out. Jay! Let me know where y'all from. We about to hit this roll call. City, state, zips, rep, where you from. Do the roll call. Yeah. We signing out from the Bay. All the way from the Bay, yes. San Antonio, Philly, Patterson, New Jersey, Philly, you dig. Compton, CPT, London, roll call. Wyoming, Monterey, Alabama, El Monte, Michigan, South Bend, Indiana, Richmond, VA, I see you. Omaha, Nebraska, you already know. Vegas. I need to come to the gym. I might come out there this week for that Hard Rock Cafe. If I can get credentialed, I might come out to Vegas this week. Oakland, California, Trinidad. Oh, Trinidad got women. Oh my gosh. Rihanna. Hi, Rihanna. Chicago, Memphis, Greenland, Pasadena, where y'all at? Tijuana, Little Rock, America with the 3 Ks. Brooklyn, Minneapolis, Vermont, 215. I don't know where that is, but shout out to Boston. Hey, I love the movie The Town with Ben Affleck. Ego the best. Thank you. Seattle. Rihanna got HPV. How do you know? Brooklyn, UK. We all the way from the UK to the Bay. Shout out to Philly. Uptown. Where y'all at? Shout out to Cambodia. Shout out to Dave Chappelle on Making the Band when he was making them get that Cambodian breast milk from an immigrant. Chris Brown gave it to her. Gang, Chicago, West Side when we ride, we just vibe. California 818, Frisco 415. Rest in peace to Ed Brown. Shout out to Chi-Town. Omaha, Nebraska. We #1 out here, man. Birmingham, and we coming. Death Row East, believe in that. I'm trying to tell y'all, believe in that. One last time, roll call. Hit the like button. Do your thing. You're the best boxing channel on YouTube. Salute. I got a lot of stuff coming that I'm working on. Hit the like button. I'm gonna try to go live more and more. New stuff coming. Madagascar, Florida 626. I don't know where that is, but shout out to y'all, man. Y'all really holding it down. We working. Monday Mail Day. We had to do the live version. Best boxing channel, and we coming back. So stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Shout out to the super chats. Peace out. Everybody enjoy their Labor Day. It was Labor Day, but we did some labor. But this was easy work, so it doesn't really matter. We working. Let me fade to black, like Jay-Z. Hit that like button, though. Hats coming soon. Not Wolverine hats, but I'm still rocking my Wolverine hat. Peace out. Real Boxing, we back. They say boxing is dead, like a shot to the head. We ain't dead. Shit, if boxing's dead, then I'm a zombie. Ego merchandise coming soon. Boxing Ego, the movement. Gang up, gang. Ego Army, the Mafia. That merchandise will be coming soon. Shout out to Boston. Welcome to La La Land. We ain't dead. Like Bebe's kids, we don't die, we multiply. Peace out, y'all. Happy Labor Day.